Hi everyone, my name is Laura and welcome to Book Bubbler. Sorry it's been a while. It was not intentional, I can assure you. But I want to do a quick catch up and say hi and let you guys know what's been going on with me. I'm sorry for the lighting. It's just going to be the way it is. It's also the grayest day we have had in quite a few months, so I'm glad I waited until today to film this. Okay, so basically my mom has cancer again. It's stage 4 metastasized breast cancer, and it's the same cancer cells, same type of cancer that she had the first time she was diagnosed 9 years ago. So it was kept away by medication for, you know, 5.5 years, and then she went off of the medication. We discussed it a lot, and it was like a 2 to 5% difference whether she stayed on the medication or didn't after 5 years. So she went off, and the cancer basically just kind of hid somewhere in her body where nobody could see it until now. So it is in her bones, all along her vertebrae, and in her skull. It's also in the dura surrounding her brain. I think just one spot, really, like one small area, and it's in her spleen. So it's pretty aggressive. It's driven by estrogen, so she is back on that same initial medication, probably for the rest of her life. And we don't know time or anything. We want to know but don't want to know at the same time, you know. So this kind of started in May, really ramped up in June, July, and then ever since then it's been pretty much non-stop doctors. So 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago now, she came down with shingles, was sick for over a year, and ever since she got shingles, she's had more balance problems and vertigo and some hearing issues as well. Those are getting worse, and we thought it was potentially related to cancer. We were kind of figuring out that that's what everyone was thinking, doctors were thinking. And then it got ruled out that that's not the reason. Plus she got COVID when she was at the hospital for one of her tests. So that didn't help anything, and that made hearing and balance worse. So it's been a lot. She stayed with me for a few weeks off and on, and I am her driver and secretary and chauffeur, and I'm very happy to do it. It's just frustrating. Here in the States, if you know anything what it's like, I can only speak to the US experience, but everything takes a long time. And we were in her previous healthcare system through September, I want to say beginning of October, and then we switched to a different hospital system. And since we made the switch, we're very, very happy. Everything moves lightning fast compared to what we did have. She is in the Frederick Hospital system, if anyone is around here and knows anything about that. It's part of the Medical College of Wisconsin, so there are teams of doctors and tons of nurses, and I mean, it's been great. Scary, but great. So, yeah, that's where I've been. So 2 weeks ago now, almost, we got her official diagnosis and a treatment plan. And her medical oncologist, her regular oncologist, and the pharmacist that works with the medical oncologist directly, they all seem really positive, and that she's got years, which was nice because we spent most of this year thinking she had a couple of weeks maximum. Sorry, I'm really trying not to cry. But they seem very positive about it, and the neuro-oncologist seemed less positive, but I think that's just her personality. Anyway, so her treatment is taking medication twice a day, just pills. So far, they'll reevaluate in 3 months, but so far, this is it. No chemo and no radiation. We will be doing a lot of supportive alternative medicine things. We still get acupuncture, both of us, but she will most likely be doing IVs of different kinds, and for sure doing supplements supervised by her doctor. Everything gets cleared through the pharmacist and the doctor and everyone else we see. So she has a better support team this time in general, and it also helps that this time, this is all we have to focus on is her cancer, because the last time my dad had suddenly passed, and the next few years were the worst in both of our lives. I think I can safely say, with lots of family deaths and me caring for her for a year solid alone. So we only have to deal with this time, which is a really dumb thing to say, but it's a relief for me in a weird way. So sorry. So that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. I still don't know how to edit anything. Don't worry. So I took the last week and a half to really just get my brain around it, because we were both thinking that she would have to have a port reinstalled and have traditional chemotherapy. She would lose her hair again, and that's not the case. So it's a readjustment for sure. And it's the holidays, holiday season. So we just had Thanksgiving this past week here in the States. We ordered most of it from a local grocery store. I made boxed stuffing. It was delicious. But it was just my mom and I, and it was really nice. She was here for quite a few days, and it was nice to just spend time and not have to talk about how long she might have or what doctor was next or whatever. So that was good. So I'm going to try and get back to a little normalcy for me. So I can't promise anything, and I'm not going to. I will do my best to reply to comments and comment more on videos I am watching. Watching YouTube and BookTube specifically has been my stress release and my distraction, and made me feel like I was myself. So thank you everyone for all of your regular posts and everything for the last 7 or so months. I have really looked forward to the break from reality. Okay, let's stop talking about this. So, if you have any questions or anything, please leave them below. I will answer what I can, of course. The next one I make, which I will be making something more often than like once every 4 months. But okay, so let's talk about something fun, books and reading. Okay. For the end of this year, I will try and put a picture up here. It's going to be very badly lit because I just took it and it's dark outside, whatever. But this is the stack of books that I have. It's not even all of everything. It really is not. Of things that I have pulled for this year for various challenges, and mostly did not start. Some I did start. Plus that front right corner, that stack of books, those are my library books that are all due in the next couple of weeks. So, but everything else is stuff I need to finish or reshelve, and I would like to finish as much as possible. So that's pretty much my TBR for the end of the year, very loosely. I am also going to be participating in a Harlequin category romance read-along bingo card. I don't know what it's called. The difference, I forget right now anyways. Hosted by Storm at Storm Reads and Sarah at the Bookish Knitter. I'll try and put a picture of the card up as well. I'm just going to go for 3 of them, as I have several category romance novels now, mostly thanks to Sarah. And I mean that sincerely and sarcastically at the same time. So I'd like to get through those a little bit more. So I'm hoping to just at least read 3 of them. So I've got that I'm doing. If I don't read more than 1, I'm fine with that too. I did pull 4 books off of the list just to talk about, so it's something that's not terrifying in life or death. So this is the last one, wrapping up the Suki Stackhouse series read-along I have done this year, Dead Ever After. This is hosted by Ange at Ange's Book Chatter and Amy at BookTube with Amy. It's the last book. This is the only book I have not read in this series. before, so I'm looking forward to this. The discussion is this coming Sunday, I think at 11 a.m. my time in Central Station in the US. So I've got this. This will be probably a one-day read for me. I have one book here from the stacks that need to get finished. So this is The Quest for Queen Mary by Hugo Vickers, edited by Hugo Vickers, excuse me, and written by James Pope Hennessy. So earlier this year I listened to the like 600 some page biography of Queen Mary, and it was excellent. It's one of the best biographies I've ever read. But this much smaller book was only to be released 50 years after his death. James's death, that is, excuse me, and it's all of the real details of people he talked to, courtiers, royalty all over Europe, people that worked in the palace and for and with them and everything, about what Queen Mary and this whole family was really truly like. So it's all the gossipy, dirty, bawdy stuff, who had horrible breath, who slept with who couldn't read, all that kind of stuff. I'm not very far into it, but it already has made me chuckle quite a few times. So I would like to finish this just so I can get them both kind of off of my shelf for the year. This is the romance I'm currently reading on my e-reader from the library. So this is the first in the Bare Knuckle Bastards series by Sarah MacLean. I am pretty close to the end. I'm sure I'll finish it tonight because yay, insomnia. But this isn't bad. I haven't read her in a while, so it's kind of fun and entertaining. And the last one I want to talk about is one I hope I get for Christmas from somebody. Otherwise, I'm going to buy it myself after Christmas. But I saw this first on Olive's channel, a book Olive. I'm sure you already know who she is. This is what it sounds like, by Susan Rogers and Augie Ogus. I think is how you say his last name. So it's all about why you like certain kinds of music and the different parts of music and songs and what makes a record and all these things. It's super interesting. I have a 10-12 book stack of nonfiction books about music already, so I was very happy to see this. I'm loving the playlist that Olive put together on Spotify, so I am slowly working through it. I get distracted and I go off on my own little musical tangents listening to things when I get through. So this is due at the library. I think it was due last week, Friday, and there's a giant wait list, so I have to return this tomorrow. So I'm going to get as far as I can today, but I will be finishing this before the end of the year, come hell or high water. So yeah, that's it. That's me. So yes, any questions you have for me about anything personal, bookish, whatever, please leave me a comment and let me know. I will do my best to maybe do, depending on how many people have questions, I may do a Q&A. I'll see. I'll leave it up to you guys. I'm not going to be doing Vlogmas this year, mostly because I don't think you want to see like endless hospital corridors or me trying not to cry on a daily basis. So what I think I might do is weekly vlogs. I'm not sure, but that's sort of my loose thought right now. We'll see. And I think this year for the first time I'm going to do a best of 2022 video, probably early January. I haven't done one before. I don't know why, but I always like watching everyone else's, so I figured I could do one myself finally. They're not that hard, right? So I think I'll be doing that. Probably do a video for all you people who are also planners about the planners I'll be using in 2023, just because I am super into that stuff. I'm a massive nerd, and I want to try some new things next year just to will be creative and then also distract myself. So yeah, anyways, I hope you are all doing well. I think about all of you guys often. I love you guys so much. And yeah, I hope you are really doing well, sincerely, and everyone in your life is happy and healthy, or as happy and healthy as they can possibly be. So take care, and hopefully I will see you very shortly with another video. Bye guys.